Have you ever bitten into a piece of KFC chicken and wondered, how can it be so crispy on the outside and so juicy on the inside? That unmistakable flavor that lingers in your memory. That golden textured crust with a slightly spicy kick that explodes in your mouth. It doesn't matter if it's a full bucket or just a drumstick. KFC chicken is downright addictive. But what if I told you that this chicken, which tastes like it was made fresh just for you, actually starts being prepared long before it ever reaches the restaurant? Behind every bite lies a secret industrial process, protected by protocols as strict as those in the pharmaceutical world. Today, you're going to find out how KFC chicken is really made in the factories, and what happens inside those walls just might change the way you look at that iconic red bucket. It all starts with a choice. KFC doesn't use just any chicken. They select young birds of a specific weight, raised on farms that follow extremely strict standards. These chickens are fed a balanced, closely monitored diet, free from hormones and fully traceable. Every bird has a detailed history, tracked from birth to the moment of processing. The goal? To ensure meat that's tender, soft, and has the right amount of fat, the foundation for that juicy chicken you crave. As soon as the chickens reach the ideal stage, they're sent to certified processing plants. There, the slaughter is done humanely, following international animal welfare standards. The process is monitored by cameras and trained professionals. After bleeding and plucking, the chickens go through rigorous inspections. Any bird that doesn't meet KFC's strict criteria is immediately rejected. Now comes one of the most surprising parts. The meat isn't just chopped and shipped off to restaurants. It goes straight to a specialized facility where everything is standardized. Chicken parts like thighs, drumsticks, wings, and breasts are separated with surgical precision by machines calibrated for consistency. Nothing is random here. Every cut must be exactly the same size and thickness. Why? Because later they'll all be fried together, and they need to cook evenly at the same time. After cutting, the chicken pieces go through a process called vacuum marination. They're placed in tanks and submerged in a secret liquid blend filled with spices, salt, garlic, onion, and other mystery ingredients. The vacuum forces the marinade deep into the meat's fibers, ensuring that even after frying, the flavor is locked inside, not just on the surface. Meanwhile, what really sets KFC apart begins to take shape. The legendary breading blend. The so-called secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, created by Colonel Sanders himself in 1940, is kept under tight security. Rumor has it that the full recipe isn't written down anywhere. Half is with one supplier and the other half with another. What is known is that it includes ingredients like paprika, black pepper, dry mustard, ground ginger, marjoram, and other spices crushed with pinpoint accuracy. All of this is mixed into a special flour base, creating that iconic crust we all know. Once marinated, the chicken moves on to the breading stage. And this isn't just tossing it in flour and calling it a day. Each piece is manually placed into tubs of the secret mixture and pressed using a specific motion that KFC staff are trained to master. This is what creates the ridges and flakes in the coating that, when fried, become that unmistakable crunch. It's almost like choreography. Press, twist, shake, and repeat. A move that's been standardized across every KFC kitchen and factory around the globe. After breading, the chicken goes into pre-chilling. This helps solidify the outer layer and prepare the meat for frying. In some operations, the breaded chicken is then flash frozen using powerful ultra freezers and shipped to restaurants in refrigerated trucks with real-time temperature tracking. In other regions, the chicken stays fresh and is breaded on site. At the restaurant, depending on local operating standards. At the restaurant, the real star of the show is the industrial pressure fryer. That's right. KFC doesn't use regular fryers. They cook the chicken under pressure, which shortens the cooking time and locks in internal juices. The meat cooks, thoroughly without burning the outer layer, and the crust comes out crispy without being hard. This process is what gives KFC chicken its juicy inside and crispy outside. Each batch takes around 15 minutes to fry, and staff monitor every second. If anything is even slightly off, it's tossed out. Here's another wild detail. KFC chicken has a shelf life of just 90 minutes after frying. If it's not sold within that window, it's discarded, even if it looks perfect. Why? Because the brand's quality standards matter more than short-term profit. The idea is that the customer should never bite into a piece of chicken that isn't at its peak crunch and juiciness. Did you know that this entire process, from farm to bucket, is fully traceable? With the right code, KFC can track which batch of seasoning produced the flour, which farm raised the chicken, which factory cut it, which truck delivered it, and who fried it. It's a tracking system so detailed, it could pass for medical lab protocol. Now, for those who love conspiracy theories, you've probably heard the rumor that KFC doesn't actually use chicken, but instead genetically modified creatures without feathers or beaks. That story went viral years ago, but it's been debunked many times. KFC uses real chicken, certified, inspected, and regulated. The factories are audited by international bodies and follow extremely strict hygiene and food safety standards. No mutants, no artificial meat. Just science, engineering, and a touch of tradition. And yes, every employee goes through intense training. No one steps into a KFC kitchen without completing both technical and practical instruction. They learn everything from the correct breading technique to how to position the chicken pieces in the pressure fryer. Because if one piece touches another during frying, the coating might come out wrong. And if that happens, that chicken can't be served. So next time you crack open that steaming golden bucket, remember, what you're eating is the result of decades of experimentation, secrets locked down tighter than gold vaults, insane industrial processes, and a near-religious obsession with consistency and flavor. It's not just fried chicken. It's a masterpiece of food engineering. So, do you still think KFC chicken is just another fast food? If this video surprised you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling us which other famous food you want to see unmasked behind the factory doors. Because behind the crunch, there's always a story. And we're going to tell them all, one by one.